Oh, friend, I can do this all day long, especially since it's my birthday, and I allow myself to be extra mean on my birthday as a treat. So here is part 2 of a PSA for my fellow Southern white women, specifically conservative Southern white women who have spent the last several days on TikTok playing the victim and falsely claiming that liberal women are driving to the South to attack them. Here are a few more reasons why people might want to square up with you that have nothing to do with the fact that you're conservative or that you voted for Donald Trump. Maybe it's the way you panic anytime you see a man at the grocery store who is even one shade darker than the beige Joanna Gaines curtains you bought off the clearance aisle at Target and immediately assume that he's trying to kidnap you. Baby, you're a 38-year-old mother of 3. Ain't nobody trying to traffic you. Maybe it's the way you constantly run defense for mediocre white men. And yes, I am referring to both your husband and your president. Maybe it's the fact you're constantly bragging about practicing your Second Amendment rights, even though we all know that the people most likely to be harmed by those pew-pews you love so much are your own children. Maybe it's the way you take the Lord's name in vain by putting Jesus in your bio on every social media platform while spitting on the poor, the sick, and the needy. Maybe it's the fact you want to force little girls to carry pregnancies to term, all while being judgmental as fuck anytime you see a young mom using food stamps or WIC in the grocery store line. Maybe it's the way that you insist that none of this is about race while doing your best Carolyn Bryant cosplay. Maybe it's the fact that you continue to play the victim online, despite the fact that, newsflash, you won. Y'all love to claim the left needs safe spaces, yet none of you bitches seem to know where the off switch is for your white lady tears. Maybe it's the way you're suddenly demanding tolerance from us and insisting that we just accept your differences after the last 8 years of you melting down and being crybabies online anytime anyone was even the slightest bit different from you. Your behavior is giving, I just want us all to accept our differences as long as everybody thinks, acts, and believes just like me. Maybe it's the fact that your behavior indicates that you would choose Daddy Trump over your own children. You are aware that just statistically speaking, some of you have gay or trans kids at home, right? And you are aware that those children are likely miserable because mommy won't stop being a bigot online, right? Maybe it's the fact that when it was pointed out to you that you were spreading disinformation and lies that could put other women, particularly black women, at risk of being attacked, you chose to double down instead of just fucking apologizing. How fucking brain dead do you have to be to just mindlessly regurgitate the words of an obvious grifter doing a deeply sad Dollar General Julia Sugarbaker impersonation? Bro has the most obviously exaggerated Southern accent I have ever heard in my life, and you're all just out here mindlessly clapping like seals. Maybe it's the way that a bunch of you descended en masse into the comments and accounts of every black woman calling you out to report them and try to get their content taken down. You don't get to be both damsel in distress and pistol-packing Penny at the same time, darling. Pick a goddamn lane. Maybe it's the fact that you've never traveled further than your state's capital, and yet you refuse to consider that maybe your perspective is limited and myopic, and you might benefit from just shutting the fuck up for a second and listening to black women when they tell you that something that you have done is offensive. Maybe it's the fact that a simple scroll back in all of your TikTok accounts would show that these extreme Southern accents are fairly new phenomenon for most of you. Pro tip: people from the South can tell when your twang or drawl is fake or exaggerated. Also, it's pronounced Appalachia, not Appalachia. Jesus Christ. Maybe it's the way that you've all allowed owning the libs to become your one desire in life. Constantly regurgitating Charlie Kirk lines is not the same thing as having a personality. Maybe it's the way that you call the rest of us snowflakes anytime we express discontent about a comedian's racist, sexist, xenophobic, homophobic, or ableist joke, yet you crash out at the mere mention of a black Snow White. In closing, I need you to understand there are no liberal women out here spending their free time thinking about you. Your own husband doesn't spend his free time thinking about you. Why would we?